Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Right away, they'll change the look. On play action, here's Nix. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. Mims in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Nix throwing on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Micah Parsons in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Dulcich, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 7. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Go now. Black. 95.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. A run out of the gun with Brooks. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Williams, a man in motion right. 4th down, Young. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Short throw caught by Dulcich, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
To throw is Nix. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Back to the air with Nix. Oh, he stays up. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. On the give, it's Warren. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, Young. That one completes him again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now Young going to move him around. Now a first carry for their fullback. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a 1st down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Denver's offense now set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
A handoff for Warren. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a 1st down.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd down, Nix. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Young going to give to Brooks. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Denver getting set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Throwing Nix.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, the Panthers come hard, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it, one step, and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
78 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Brooks.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Brooks will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Nix now on 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll go play action with Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Here's Nix. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Following the interception, Young. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Waddle, 51 yards.
And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Tucker with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So the Broncos coming out now.
Young, he's going to change it up.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second down and 6 now.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, Young.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Ready, set. Blue strike.
Switch up.
Young looks to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. In motion right, that's Williams. On 1st and 10, Young. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before break. Nix, he'll air this one out for Mims. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Jalen Waddle, and finally brought down at the 43. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 33. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. It's Young off play action. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Down the sideline he goes. He may go. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Broncos are about set to go on.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
114 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Denver's offense now set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Chris Barnes there on the stop. From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 19. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
And Xavier Leggett.
16-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And this is what it's been like all game long. Guys running free in the middle of the field. This defense has just had no answer for this passing game. And that's another good hook up there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back to throw again. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And coming out now, the Broncos.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.